Hi students, today we are going to discuss about health measures. Before going to the topic, I want to give a glance about the last video. That is, we were seeing about people in Factories Act. That is, beneficiaries who we can call them as workers. Workers may be in the form of adult, adolescent, or child. Other people in Factories Act, if you come across, we are talking about the responsible persons who we can say it as occupier, manager, and we have come across with the occupier's responsibility of the managers also in the last video. And other one important person in Factories Act is inspecting staff, whom we can call them as inspector, which the person is properly appointed by the government by a proper notification in the official gazette. He is the deputy commissioner of the district, and his duties, powers, and other person in Factories Act is certified surgeon, whom we can call them as doctor. He is the person who can examine, certify the young person's fitness, and also he is the person to take care of the cases of illness which has been occurred during the manufacturing process. And if a factory is having more than 1000 workers, then automatically safety officer is being appointed by the government according to the regulations, and proper duties has been assigned to the safety officers according to the state government. He will be taking care of the workers in which process or operations involve any risk of bodily injury, poisoning, or disease out of the manufacturing process to help to the person employed in the factory, means he will be the proper government appointed person to take care of the workers. Now coming to the next chapter, what we can say in Factories Act is health measures. It is one of the important chapters which we have to come across in every factory is about these 10 sections. First, the sections talks about cleanliness. That is, every factory should be kept clean. That is, they have to accumulate of dirt, and they have to remove all the daily dirt which is being formed during the manufacturing process by means of sweeping, that is cleaning the floors. At least weekly once they have to clean the wet floors. That painting has to be done every 14 months once. All this has to be maintained as in the factory in the form of cleanliness, which is been given under section 11. Next, coming to the section 12, it is about the disposal of waste and effluent, that is drainage related things which is coming out of the manufacturing process. This has to be properly disposed from the factory premises wherever it has to be disposed. Then coming to the section 13, it talks about the ventilation and temperature. Reasonable condition of comfort has to be given regarding the place where worker is being occupied. That is, suitable provisions has to be given based on the temperature he is working in the room. That is comfort, which should not affect the injury to the health of the worker. Walls and roofs should be properly materialized, so that designing in the form of maintaining the temperature within the room. Then dust and fumes, effective measures has to be adopted to prevent the inhalation and accumulation of any dust or fume. For example, what we can say it as when exhaust fans can be kept to accumulate the dirt which is being formed inside the room or the manufacturing process which they have been carrying out. Then this is nothing but they have to take effective measures to not to accumulate the dust and fumes inside the manufacturing process. Then coming to the section 15, artificial humidification. Take example of cotton factories. In cotton factories, artificial humidification has been created in the manufacturing process to produce the cotton. For that, they has to go with the humid conditions which is been necessary for the operational process. That process has been created means the water which has been processed should be in drinkable nature when they are going with the humidification. This is what according to section 15 is talks about. Then coming to the overcrowding, it is nothing but the working room, whoever people are working in that particular factory should not be overcrowded. That means the distance between one worker to other worker has been given under section 16, talks about each worker should be kept in a distance of 350 cubic. In that way, it should not be overcrowded in a particular room where the process is being carried out. That is at least 500 cubic feet space per worker has to be maintained when a new building when they are being used. That is what overcrowding nothing but. Then coming to the lightening, in every factory, that is sufficient light facilities should be taken care when they are going with the lighting of a particular workplace where the movement of worker from one place to other place being carried out. That is what this lighting, that is glassed windows, tail lights shall be kept clean on both the sides when they are going with the lighting capacity of the room. Effective provisions to prevent that glare reflections, due to that it should not affect the health of the worker. That is what here the health measures is being provided for the workers by the Factories Act provision. Then coming to the drinking water, according to section 18, factory has to be provided drinking water facilities. That is, effective arrangement has to be made by the factory, by the occupier, to have this drinking water to the employees, that is workers. That is legally it has to be provided by the occupier to the workers. If the worker is being more than 250, then according to Factories Act, they have to give cool drinking water facilities to the workers. This is what the condition they are keeping according to the regulations if they exceed the number with 250 workers. Then coming to the section 19, latrine and urinals which has to be sufficiently provided to the workers for both male and female with proper accommodation with adequate lighting, ventilation, maintaining of cleanliness, sanitary conditions has to be given in the restrooms which have been provided according to section 19. If the worker number is more than 250 in a factory means, then the floors and internal walls up to the height of 90 camel should be laid in glazed tiles for smooth surfacing has to be given if the number exceeds more than 250. This is what about section 19. Then coming to the last section in health measures, it talks about spittoons. Spittoons is convenient places to keep the hygiene conditions in the working premises. Spittoon is nothing but to spit the saliva in the tub which have been provided. Here most of the spittoons to maintain hygienic conditions only they have been used. Any worker who contravening this section by spitting shall be punishable with a fine also if they are not maintaining proper cleanliness in the factory premises. Maybe this particular section we can come across mostly in the North Indian, or maybe using of pans, etc. something. This is about health measures. Here it is a compulsory measure which has to be taken care by the occupier or the manager to provide proper health measures to the workers. That is, whatever the sections we have come across with section 11 to 20 talks about all health related aspects which may affect the worker during the working conditions in a factory. This should not affect the workers in case of his health during the working conditions. For that reason only strictly government has been imposing these health measures to be followed by the factory to take care of the workers. Take example of this lighting facilities or drinking water facilities or not maintaining of waste and effluents, then automatically people may be affected with some notifiable diseases which is already been given in the Factories Act, that is whichever we can call it as notifiable diseases. If it is been occurred based on the practices which not been followed by a occupier, then automatically an occupier is punishable if this conditions is not been given to a worker. Next video we will come across with safety measures.